Let's try that again, shall we? Yeah, Facebook. Oh, allergic. Allergies. Allergies. What are your allergies to? Big red face. What are your allergies to? Morning pages, cup of tea, 10 minutes, let's talk. Morning pages have brought me from, insanity really, to a place of acceptance and happiness and contentedness. It's taken away the muck, and it's taken away the pain, and it's taken away the shame. And it doesn't happen immediately. It does take time. It takes time and just word after word. Literally, I'm reading at the moment Anne Lamott's Bird by Bird, which is a book about instructions on life and writing. And Anne, I imagine she writes as she talks, because it's a very readable, highly accessible short book that she wrote maybe 20 years ago. And it's just become one of those lovely handbooks that writers and creatives get their hands on and just feel seen and they feel understood. And there's a few instructions there as well on what to write or how to write or how to live and write. That's what I think that Bird by Bird is all about. You know, Anne Lamott's, I know she wrote it as a mother, a single parent. And as when kids come into your life, just, I don't know, all bets are off, like, you know. And it's like when any big event happens to you, something massive changes inside of you. And you need release, you need to be seen, you need to be understood, and you need to be seen and understood in realistic terms, you know. And Anne Lamott has always managed to do that. She's always managed to talk about writing and creating in very realistic terms, which brings me on to the idea of what we should do. So a lot of people, when we start The Artist's Way, we have probably expectations of ourselves and expectations of the program. The program being a 12-part creative recovery program written by Julia Cameron, who is a screenwriter and a writer. She was a screenwriter when she started it, and she struggled with alcohol and was an alcoholic, and I think she was familiar with the 12 steps of AA, and she just started writing down how she was getting sober and how she was writing. And it became The Artist's Way. And it has become a blueprint and a great help for creatives all over the world to work out how to create and live at the same time. And when we approach it sometimes, because things are in print as well, because it's a printed book, we tend to think, here's all the rules. Here's the rule book. And the shoulds come along. Hiya, Caroline. And the shoulds come along. The shoulds, I should do 3 pages a day. I should do an artist's date every week. It should be this caliber. It should be this length of time. It should be about my creative pursuit, and it can't be about any other creative pursuit. It can't be playful. It has to be serious. It has to be this. It has to be that. It should be that. It should be this. Do you see a pattern? So sometimes when we approach, especially creative recovery, and we're on the floor as it is, okay? So we're starting on the floor, and we think, the only way I can get up from this and get up from being on the floor to being, you know, whatever it is I want to be, wherever I want to be, I should do X and Y and Z. And I should do all of the 12 parts, all of the 12 chapters, 1 chapter per week. And I should turn up for group every week. And I should. There's a lot of problems with that. It's not realistic, it's not sustainable, and it's quite painful. And who wants to do that, okay? But deeper than that, there's the questions of the shoulds, okay? The questions of the shoulds are basically rules. Shoulds come along and there are more rules for us to listen to, more rules for us to abide by. And I don't know about you, but I'm not great with rules. They flagellate me. They make me feel small. They make me feel ashamed. So when I take people onto the Artist's Way and when I take myself on that route, I almost ban the word should. Like, now, you said the word should now. I always equate the word should with shame. And shaming will make us do a lot of things. Shaming will make us do a huge amount of things. And I always equate shame with should. So we should do a lot of things, and I'm heavily, heavily sarcastic here, okay? We should help the poor. We should go for a run every day. We should earn money. We should pay off all our bills. We should. You can apply it to any part of your life. We should look after our parents. We should look after our kids. We should look after each other. We should look after ourselves. And suddenly, you know, those 24 hours that you have and that I have, they're so busy with the shoulds. They're so busy with the shaming. You know, if I just keep my nose down and just keep at it, guess what? You're back on the floor. You're still on the floor. You've not actually managed to get up. You know, you tried straightening up a knee one time and it just got pushed down again. So if that's how you want to live, great. You might be in the wrong place though. You might be listening to the wrong Facebook Live. I suppose when you come here to me, what I'm actually trying to do, and I don't really tell you this very often, but what I'm actually trying to do with these shorter 10-minute writing exercises is to unshould and to permit something that's not a should, okay? To permit imperfect and actively encourage it. To start it off with a wee bit of chat, a wee bit of chit chat, a wee bit of whatever, vulnerability, confession, whatever. But basically, I get you to start for your 10 minutes and stop at 10 minutes. And that is to unshould us. That is to get us used to the idea of just, you know, seeing the rule and not necessarily following it. Seeing the rule and saying, yes, in an ideal world, when all of the lines, when everyone is being fed, when there are no wars, when there is nothing going on in my head or my heart, then yes, you know, but whoever has made those rules, they're not in stone. And you have a choice as to whether to follow the shoulds or follow your own shoulds, you know, which can be flipped over and called deserve. I deserve to do something for myself. I deserve to go for a run, but that's it. I deserve to do 10 pages, but that's it. You know, if you want to go and move to Africa and save a village, then that's what you should do. Okay? It's your choice. It's your life. So listen to the shoulds, pay attention to the shoulds, and treat them with extreme care, because most of the shoulds are not coming from us. Most of the shoulds are fed into us, and then we keep them rolling, we keep them going, we keep them fed. Let's see what you have to say. We have Caroline and Mandakini. Good morning. We have a third person on who I don't know who it is. Happy to have you, Mandakini. Caroline says, I completely agree. I noticed a lot of shoulds when I started pages. I tried to replace them with could instead. Not always successfully, of course. I think we talked about this before, Caroline. Because should is all over the place. Should is all through our lives, you know. And God, they're just, they kill all the happiness. Forget about it. It's just awful, you know. And I would always use shoulds as well, or rather, I get them out of me onto the page basically, and then after the shoulds come out, then the irritations and the anger and I fucking hate you, and I'm getting angry at the shoulds. I'm getting angry at the shame. Does that make sense? And I let that come out onto the page as well. Yeah. So yeah, Mandakini says shoulds are joy killing. Absolutely, Mandakini. Absolutely, joy killing, time sucking. What else can we say? Just really bad teachers. They're just really bad teachers. And of course, the words that we're using, you know, sometimes out loud around people. And I'm raising 2 kids, and I don't know, I probably need to tune into that a wee bit more, because when I'm coming out with shoulds, that's what they're hearing. And that becomes their inner voice. Their inner critic becomes their, you know, their mom, their significant other or whatever, you know. And instead of shoulding and shaming, I try to bring the kindnesses or just zip the lip, stay quiet and let them figure it out for themselves, you know. Easier said than done. Easier said than done. But yeah, shoulds kill the joy, they kill the time, they kill our energy. They really take away from our energy, you know. I will start the pages shortly. Caroline says, should is duty. Oh la la. I love that. Should is duty and could is choice. Oh, let me just think on that. Let me just marinate in that. Wow. Duty and could is choice. Yeah, there's a lot there, isn't there, Caroline? And then, I mean, look, you take the word duty and that has a whole other body of connotations and, you know, what's your duty? Woo, jeepers. Now, we are going to start our pages shortly. Now, let us set our timer. So we're doing 10 minutes of stream of consciousness. Where we basically let out everything, all the gunk, and then we stop for the 10 minutes. And that is our way of training it out, you know. Mandakini says, I wait until I actually feel desire or want whenever I can. Yeah. Yeah, that's a great way of doing it. Just tuning into that intuition, really, isn't it? Good morning, Sajid. Nice to have you. Good to have you. Hopefully you are familiar with our morning pages. We do 10 minutes of stream of consciousness, literally moving the hand across a page. That's what it looks like. Absolute gunk. And if you are in difficulty at all, I think we've dropped someone off. Someone's dropped off. That's okay. That's all right. Maybe they're in the wrong place. We are taking 10 minutes. We're starting now. Oh my God, we're so... People really are on the wrong call. All right, guys, we're going to start our 10 minutes nice and quiet. Okay, off you go. There's our 10 minutes. Just finishing up. Sorry, just wanted to finish that up. Now, your 10 minutes is done. Okay, we're going to take a full 60 seconds. We're going to go mental today. All right, we're going to go mad. Yay! So I want you to take 60 seconds. Anything that's important, anything that you just want to remember, or, oh, I didn't know that. Circle it, okay? And off you go. I always start at the end and go back. There we go. God. Okay, we're going to do our 3 deep breaths. And I'll talk for a minute or two. All right. You ready? And we go in for 4, hold for 4, and out for 4. In through the nose, out through the mouth. And the last one you can make audible if you want to go mental. Oh dear. Okay, well done. Now that we've connected with our real self, we've connected with it, it's 10 minutes, but we've managed to connect to our real self. We've managed to hear the little child that's still inside us. We've managed to connect with the creative that's still inside us. Even if we're nurses or engineers or gardeners or parents or carers outside, our self is still in here. And now that we've connected just for 10 minutes with that, we've heard that for 10 minutes, we've allowed it a wee bit of space, we get to go back to being engineers, nurses, parents, carers, gardeners. We also get back to some of the shoulds. And I want you just to tune into your shoulds very carefully. Oh, very carefully, you know. But once we connect with ourselves, everything is easier now. Even the shoulds. Everything gets easier when we hear this little chick inside first. And it's only 10 minutes. It's a piece of cake, lads. Do that every day, and I swear to God, life is so much easier. I've been doing it that way for 10 years. I've been living, I've been raising kids, I've been struggling with money, I've been struggling with myself, struggling with my mental health, working through all kinds of ups and downs. Same as yourselves, we're all the same. And we're just looking for something easy that's not going to flagellate myself, that's not going to flagellate or make the pain worse. You know, we're just looking to release a wee bit of the pain every day, you know. So listen, so glad to have you, Mandakini and Caroline, and anyone watching the replay. Thanks very much. No glitches today. What's going on? What? This is amazing. So I will see you tomorrow. I'm on all week and we will do a longer format on Friday. I'm pleased to be able to bring that to you because yes, the 10 minutes are great, but it is also nice just to exercise the longer things. And, you know, once in a while, we do deserve the 3 and 45, you know, and we make the time for it. And as I say, everything afterwards is easier. Everything is easier. And once we show up every once in a while for a 3 and 45, it means that we can come back to the 10 minutes, to the quick fixes for 4 or 5 or 6 days and the rest of the week. You know, it's about bringing compassion. It's about showing ourselves that kindness. Yeah. And bringing it in spades, because we can't have enough of it. All right. We cannot have enough of it. We can't save all the other people when we're in the dirt. Yeah. So we're starting to just mind ourselves a wee bit. All right. Guys, thanks a million. Have a great day, and I will see you tomorrow. Bye from sunny Dublin. Bye, 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 bye.